Hi, I'm Carla. Welcome to Home-Style&Botanicals. In this video, I'm going to be using my handheld sander for the very first time on this wood piece. This piece is a yard sale find for about $8 and I believe it's actually hand carved. I'm super excited, so join me on the journey. Subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and stay tuned. This is my Warrior handheld palm detail sander. This sander was purchased by my husband from Harbor Freight for $19.99. I created an unboxing video of this sander here on this channel, and if you haven't had an opportunity to check that video out, please stop by and check that video out. It's super detailed about the sander and just gives a little bit more details and information about the sander, as well as the sanding paper here. I have the 120 grit and also a 220 grit. In this video, I am going to use the 120 grit to start out with. And yeah, I am super nervous about this particular project because I've never sanded before. So I am learning as I go. Please give me a little grace and give me some comments about how you think I can improve, what you think that I need to know moving forward. And I really do hope that you enjoyed this video presentation of me just learning and growing. Here you'll see where I'm just taking the sandpaper off and on, just trying to make sure that it's lined up properly as much as I possibly can. And because the sander is shaped like an iron, for some odd reason, I kept acting or interacting with the tool as if it was going to burn me for some odd reason. And I think that's because it's shaped like an iron. I was just thrown off a little bit by it. So you can see me here just taking this pad on and off and on, making sure that I have it on there correctly. But all in all, I finally got it on there correctly. But you'll see where I'm just like really, it's like a foreign object to me. At this point is where I realized I needed to wear a face mask to reduce breathing in dust particles from the sander. If you're going to do a project like this, I would suggest that you make sure you wear your safety gear like your gloves, goggles, and a face mask, and even the appropriate footwear. Also at this point in the video is where I noticed my sander act like it didn't want to power on, but eventually it came back on and I got back going. Oops. Okay. Have on the glasses. It's one of the hottest days of the year. I keep having to stop to get a water break and a break from the sun. On this part of the wood piece, I feel like I could use a more coarse grit sandpaper, probably like a 60 or an 80, if that's such a thing. I need to do my research and find out, but I will go back over this part of the wood piece with a more coarse grit, either way it goes. This project is so super fun. I'm really enjoying learning about how to resurface wood furnishings as well as learning more about my sander. I wouldn't suggest doing this out in the beating sun like I did. And I would suggest that you be kind to your body because I was sore for 2 days after this project and I didn't even complete the project or finish it. So this video pretty much is just for, again, like demonstration purposes, is what the video is titled, just showing like my first time using my sander and pretty much just like what I'm learning, like first impressions about the sander itself and just the process overall. Again, I showed myself a little bit of grace. I decided not to complete the project in one day or in one actual like resurfacing session is what I called it. So this will be a part 1 and there will be a part 2, and I am going to stain this wood piece and just give it even more of a gloss and bring it to life. This is where I figured I should probably change out the sandpaper. I guess I will learn that as I grow with learning how to sand. But I just decided to go ahead and rip it on off and use a new one. Let's see.